there, beautiful people. Thanks for clicking on my video. It's me, Desiree. And I gotta say real quick, I am loving Pan That palette because I'm using the Wet n Wild, this one right here actually, Not a Basic Peach, and I'm just loving it. I mean, I'm trying out different things. I'm putting the shades on the bottom, which I never do. I put this blue on the inner corner. I'm loving it. Anyway, I'm here today to talk about the, oh my gosh, just so beautiful Adept Cosmetics magnetic palette. I'm trying not to reflect it too crazy. This thing is so gorgeous. I wanted this ever since Bailey talked about it a couple of months ago. She did a whole in-depth video about it, every shade she had in it and like what she kept in here, and I wanted it ever since she mentioned it. But it's $29. It's $29, which I would buy another one in a second now that I have it, but it was kind of a lot to pay for a single like magnetic palette. But just for reference, I guess, I actually had this one completely filled, and I had shades kind of sitting on top of other shades in here. This one full, you can see all my background in here, my dirty bed full of junk. This one, and then also this Makeup Forever one. I had all of these palettes filled to the top, and they're all completely empty. I emptied them all into the palette, and I still have room for more stuff. And I've been depotting more and more and more. I'm like, now I have room to put them. So yeah, let me just show you what's inside the palette now. We'll set those aside. So the palette is very heavy. I don't know if you've seen this in person or whatever, but it is heavy. Heavier than I expected it to be. Oh, I have the box too. I meant to grab this before I started. This is the box it came in case you're interested in that kind of stuff. The color I have is Particle Accelerator Blue. It's a double-sided depotting magnetic palette with divider. Holds depotted foundation, powder, bronzer, blush, eyeshadow, baked powders, cream blushes, foundations, you name it. And then it just has all their social media right there. And then on the back, it says it holds 100 26mm pans, 50 37mm pans, and 15 59mm pans. I actually didn't count how many I have in here, but we shall do that right now. Anyway, so you just open it up, and then this is how the palette looks. I don't know about you guys, but anytime someone shows their magnetic palette and it has all kinds of random stuff in it, it drives me crazy. But then I end up depotting all the stuff, and I'm like, who cares? I'll just buy another one. Don't tell anyone. Anyway, so this is all the stuff I have in it, and as you can see, as you can maybe not see, I'm blinding you. There's still some room to play with in here. So, it does have a plastic divider that kind of just flips over like that really easily. The only thing is that, depending on the side the divider's on, you might stick your finger in an eyeshadow, like the one that's right there, as you're flipping it over, especially if you have long nails. So what I end up doing is I just kind of hold it and then flip the palette that way. No biggie. The way it closes and opens is super, super smooth and easy. I thought this was going to be one of those palettes that like bent every time you opened it, and then after a certain amount of times it kind of snaps off. But it's connected with a pin and a little like rod here, so it's super smooth, really easy to open and close, and I'm so in love with this palette. I waited so long to get it, but I guess I'm trying to do that more now where I'm not impulsively buying everything. But I had been thinking about this thing for months. I had it saved in my Amazon cart forever, and I finally got it, and I don't regret it for a second. So let me share with you the stuff I have in here. Starting up here, obviously that one I cracked a big old chunk out of. I'm not the best at depotting, as you will see. A lot of Urban Decay up there, some Anastasia, the most underrated eyeshadow formula of all time, Pacifica. I don't know if you guys have ever tried the Pacifica quads with the 4 round pans. I don't know about the square ones they have out now. They have like long palettes now with little square shadows. I don't know about those. But the round pans, the quads, are outstanding. I did depot them because the packaging back in the day when I bought them is so freaking bulky. I noticed now at Sprouts they had really, really thin, sleek, slim packaging. Definitely get those if you've been interested. You will not be disappointed. They are just, so buttery, silky, smooth. If you can even see that, I swatched them weird. These are just silky, like a beautiful shadow experience. Like you'll just want to keep like rubbing the pan until you hit pan. They're so great. I have a couple of Makeup Geek. I don't know if I've just gotten weird shades, but I'm not, the 3 shades that I have for Makeup Geek I find, So I don't know. If you have recommendations for good Makeup Geek shadows, let me know, because I got room to fill, and I really want to like Makeup Geek. But so far those 3 are not my favorite. This little quad right here It's actually the Itsy Coffee Break with Danny little quad she came out with the pressed pigments. I haven't used it. I haven't used it yet. I can't bring myself to use it. I wanted to buy 2. I was like, I'm going to buy 1 for display and 1 to use. I didn't buy 2, but this one is really just the display one. Anyway, this one here is a depotted old Comfort Zone palette. I don't think all the shades in that are that good, so I just saved the ones I liked. A couple of subscription boxes, and then these 2 here are some L'Oreal paints with the insanely bulky plastic packaging. I depotted those just a few days ago. And then on this side, how do I do it? Like this. Yeah. Can we hold this? Can I hold it? These ones here, all on the bottom, except for that last one, are all the Maybelline Expert Wear shadows. Amazing. Amazing shadows. There's only a couple of duds in that whole line. These are all really, really good. I love every single one of them. They're so great. This one here is another thing that I had with insanely bulky packaging. It's the Maybelline Master Contour Kit thing. A Neutrogena blush that I stuck the little tool in. A Rimmel blush. Oh man, this one broke my heart to depan it because it kept breaking every time. Let me just show you the pan. It's one of those new L'Oreal Visible Lift like duo things that has the highlighter and the blush in it. I just like made a freaking mess with this thing, but this is so beautiful. That blush is so nice, and that highlighter it comes with goes with that blush. So great. These are so awesome. Kind of expensive, but I think they're really good. I got this from Walgreens. They had it during Black Friday. They had the set with this and a primer for half off. So I was like, heck of a deal. So that's the only reason I got it, and it's really, really good. And then those are 3 blushes from Benefit, the Dandelion, Rockateur, and Coralista. Those were in like one of those cheek parade palettes. So those are the 3 I depotted. And then an Almay one, which is just beautiful to look at. And then a L'Oreal blush. So yeah. Oh, one of my all-time favorite ones right here I forgot to show you. Let's flip that plastic thing over. Ah, it's stuck. Okay. There we go. That was weird. This is, I just depotted this. It's just called bronzer, and it's one of my all-time favorite things ever. It's a bronzer from CoverGirl. It comes in a little tiny compact. It's beautiful, and I recently depotted it there, and now I forget that it's there. But anyway, it looks cool in there. So yeah, that's my whole palette. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you wanted to get this palette, or you're interested in getting it, or you're on the fence, get it. You will not be disappointed. It is so awesome. It freed up so much space back here where my little setup is. I emptied out all those palettes, and it's so good. I am so in love with this thing. I'd buy another one if I needed one, and yeah, definitely worth the money. Definitely worth the hype. If there's hype, is there hype? I don't know, but I love it. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions about it or anything like that, I'd be happy to answer them. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in another video. Goodbye.